Oh my god! Oh my god! Put it from wrong. You guys, the head of house games, yeah, it choke. Imagine having to aim at a bottle with all the emotions that is inside you. So all of them were just firing, aiming with all their strength, all their minds today. So that's the head of house games was divided into two parts. The first part was that one. The ladies went first and then the guys went. So let's talk about everything that happened, the nominations, even the level 3 housemates, their nominations, everything. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please do well to subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified each time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. After the first part of the head of house games, we had Phyna, Daniela, Adekule and Shegs that qualified for the second round. Now Chizzy was supposed to qualify, but you guys know he's a rider, so I think that people that just had to find a fault and then, you know, disqualified him because he was the next person in line after Adekule. So that's how Shegs was able to qualify. Immediately I saw this lineup, I saw two level 2 people. I'm like, it's like it's time for you guys to become the head of house. And then they now went to play for the second round. The second round was another thing that choke. They gave them something to keep their arms straight, right? And then they're supposed to hold a cup and drink water with their straight hands like that. Immediately, Phyna saw the challenge. She was not, I think she mentioned something like Guinness. It's now like maybe, I think it's now something that she has been doing since. So that part was kind of easy. The second part was easy for her. For the first part, she had the best performance. She was just, you know, aiming. She had the best performance. The second part, she was the first person to fill up her jug. And that's how she won the head of house. Then they asked her to pick who is gonna be in the head of house room with her, which was a very obvious something. So she picked Groovy, and Groovy was like affirmative.
Groovy.
Groovy, do you agree to stay in the head of house bedroom with Phyna?
Affirmative.
Then Rachel ended up being the tail of house. Her punishment is going to be given later by Big Brother. Then for the nomination time, you guys, let me just play the nomination list from the ladies for you guys.
Hermes, Rachel, Bella.
Hermes, Shegs, and Allison.
Daniela, Rachel, and Hermes.
Shegs, Hermes, and Brian.
Shegs, Bella, Adekunle.
Bella, Shegs, and Adekunle.
Hermes. They're just calling Hermes' name. I feel like it's because he was an easy person to call out because he's not really close to anybody. So it would have just been easy for them to call his name. And also, they would definitely see him as a competition. So a lot of people called Hermes. And then a lot of level 1 names were called also from the ladies' nominations list. Let me now show you guys the nomination list for the guys.
Shegs, Bella, Dotto.
Hermes, Adekule, and Chichi.
Rachel, Adekule, and Hermes.
Hermes, Adekunle, Bella. Rachel, Chichi, Adekunle.
Shegs, Bella, and Rachel.
Allison, Chichi, Dotun.
So that's how nobody remembered Allison, nobody remembered Groovy. And this is not the first time that they're going in for nomination. They went in to nominate and they did not call Groovy's name. They don't even remember him in that house. Groovy and Allison, none of them called him. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Then from the nomination list in general, most of the people that they called were level 1 housemates. And I was just like, wow, how the tables have turned. This particular week, I feel like it was just for them because everything was just going in their favor. And then we also had Phyna as the head of house, right? So people are now called the names of people that were up for, that are up for possible evictions.
Hermes, Adekunle,
Come on.
Bella, Dotun, Chichi, Shegs, Rachel.
Immediately they finished calling their names. Immediately people finished calling their names. It just dawned on them like, all level 1 housemates. This is the first time that I realized that really tables have turned. And you know what even made it more interesting is the fact that now them do themselves, because level 2 people, they were not calling their people, and the level 1 people, level 1 housemates, where most of them were calling their housemates too, like Adekule Hermes everywhere, and then some people were calling Shegs and Bella. So now them do themselves, right? Then people are now told Phyna to do her save and replace. Obviously, she's not gonna call any of her former level 2 housemates. She now saved Chi. That one was very obvious. In fact, she saved Chi and then called Allison to be up.
I save Chi. I replace with Allison.
So the final list of people that are up for possible elevation, we have Hermes, Adekunle, Dotun, Allison, Shegs, Bella. The list choke. Who do you guys think is going to go home this weekend? I feel like the two most obvious people that will go home are Dotun and Allison. Now, the one that is not certain is Adekunle, Shegs. I feel like Dotun and Allison, those are the ones that would be at the bottom of the poll. Then we now have Dotun, we now have Adekunle and Shegs. Those two people, I feel like their fan base is around the same level. And then at this point, I strongly feel like there might be some kind of alliance on Adekunle's side to maybe a lot of people might want to vote Adekunle to stay so that Shegs can go. I don't know, but I strongly believe that Hermes and Bella will top the polls. So that's just what I think. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going home? Who do you think is going to stay? Then people that called the level 3 housemates to come and nominate. I was like, brother. So they went in for their nomination, and then let me show you guys the people that they nominated.
Phyna, Hermes, and Chi.
Dotun, Allison, and Bella.
Chi, Groovy, and Hermes.
After they finished their nomination process, they went out and they were like, that means they are not going home. I mean, they are still in the game. I was like, oh, at this point, I feel like the brother is actually really messing with their heads, especially doing. She's the only one that's she's still thinking that there's something. Chomzi and Eloswag, they've already concluded that they are still in the game. That in fact, they topped the polls. So it's only doing that still like, this thing is messing up with my mental health and all of that, right? So they went to nominated Phyna, Groovy, Chi, Hermes. I feel even with them, even if they were in the house with this list, level 2 people would have still not been up for possible elevation because it's just one names. Groovy was only called once, right? So the dynamics would have not changed. So big brother, now you do this one. I don't know what next is going to use them for or how he's going to use them next, but I don't know. In fact, till this point, I still don't think it makes sense. But big brother's house, big brother's rules, whatever. This is where I end this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye. Love you.